A video from Cameron Haynes this morning, and it really reflected the type of hunter that I think I am as well. I'm not a technically minded person when it comes to bow hunting. If the bow works and it dispatches the animal ethically, then that's all I really want. I'm not fazed about vibration and all the new fancy technologies. As long as it aids me in making the best shot possible and having the best, most ethical hunt I can have, that's pretty much, that makes me happy. So I'm going to be shooting this lift now. I've had it for probably close to 5 weeks, and just while I'm shooting, I'm just going to run you guys through my experience with it, what I've found, how I've enjoyed it, and yeah, my overall opinion as a hunter, as someone who isn't crazily technically minded when it comes to archery and archery equipment. So we're at 30, yeah? And I would say 30 is probably your average comfortable hunting distance. Regardless of what you're hunting or where you're hunting, 30 is sort of where you want to get to. At least that's for me, from a confidence perspective as well as an ethical perspective. It's a good comfortable range. It's what I find I practice to in most environments. Most places you can find 30 meters, and this bow performs well out to 80, but 30 is a very comfortable range for anyone to shoot at and hunt at. So you would have heard there, this bow is quiet. So for those guys hunting animals that are very awake in South Africa, yeah, we'll look at the impala, you look at the duiker. Even warthogs can be extremely awake and sensitive to the sound of a bow firing, and that leads to lots of string jump. String jump has caused many wounds and many unethical shots in the past. Obviously not to the control of the bow hunter themselves. You can obviously account for it, but you never know. You can account for string jump and the animal may not duck at all and you end up hitting it low. So the fact that this bow is so quiet and so quick as well, it does make for pleasant shooting when you're hunting the more alert range of animals. As I said, your impala and your warthog and your duiker. And I know white-tailed deer in the States are extremely awake as well. So it does make for a pleasant experience. You'll notice I am getting a little bit of knock pinch here. That is my laziness. I haven't actually stretched this D-loop out enough. And on these standard diameter arrows, I'm getting a little bit of knock pinch, but it hasn't seemed to ruin my consistency or my accuracy too much. So yeah, I'll leave it for the time being. I haven't got this bow for much longer. Archer's Edge sent it down to me. Reg and them have been extremely kind, and I've had a really great time with this bow, so don't want to change too much before I send it back. Super smooth draw cycle that I found, which also helps in your hunting scenarios where you're in a bit of a tight spot and you need to draw quickly and quietly. Those arrows are touching there. Another thing I find is that this bow is extremely nice to hold. I mean, I know when you're hunting, sometimes you stuck at full draw for quite a while you wait for the animal to look away and give you a shot. So the fact that this bow is so stable and so light, I know that was one of Mathew's biggest things, is to make this bow light. That's what they advertised. They've cut a lot of space out in this riser to make it as light as possible. And I actually shot this bow without stabilizer, without quiver, and without the limb legs the other day, and it's ridiculously light. When I came to full draw, I found myself pulling way up, straight as I'd locked into the back wall, because I'm so used to the weight of having it kitted out. But this bow is extremely light, and I think it's made it really successful in the bow hunting world, and especially for Mathews in 2024. Your guys doing the big sheep hunts in the States, you're packing out a long way, elk hunts, packing out a long way in the mountains, and I think having a light bow just makes it so much easier for people to pull through those long hunts and come out the other side successful, not straining yourself too much. And yeah, I found it extremely pleasant. Great back wall too. It sits very nicely, I found. Nice for holding it full draw for a long time. So we'll go have a look there. Those 3 arrows are touching, which is all 3 perfect kill shots, which is what you want for an ethical hunt. So you guys will see these 3 arrows, they may be a little bit left, but consistently wise, I think that's pretty good. That's what we're searching for when we hunt a bow that can shoot consistently, that we can shoot consistently and comfortably. And yeah, couldn't ask for more than this. 30 meters, not the best grouping in the world, was shot in a rush, but you know, this is what you're looking for when you're hunting: repeatability and consistency. Come on, let's go. So what I've done is I've actually left a mark on the camera, which is about halfway to our target. It's at about 15 meters from where I'm standing at the moment. And I'm running the tack 2.75 inch vanes. I bounce between the boning vanes, I think they were the boning bullies, and the tack vanes. The last little while I've shot the bonings, but they seem to be a little bit loud from what I've found. And I do like the look of a tack vane. Obviously, the louder your vanes and your arrow flight is, the more chance you're going to get of an animal hearing it and potentially ducking. So we'll get a good idea of the sound from where you guys are situated there. This is the tack 2.75 inch. So as you guys would have seen in the reel that I put out the other day, my overall setup here for arrows is a gold tip hunter. It's a 300 spine. I was chatting to Reg Grant from Archer's Edge the other day, and we were just discussing how the design of the gold tip hunter hasn't actually been changed in the last decade or two, just because of how good it is, how reliable it is. I found them to be extremely good. I've never had any problems with them. And yeah, coupled with the tack vanes, and then obviously the beast broadheads for my mechanical choice of broadhead, and then you've got the Grim Reaper Hades Pros. I think those are like a 1.8 inch cut or something like that. I found them to be pretty nice, and yeah, it just makes for a really great hunting setup, a setup that you can, you know, rely on and trust. What you got there, Jack? Yo, Jack's been an absolute champ. So he's actually 8 weeks old, or probably going on 9 by the time you guys see this video. Got him from Uncle Aubrey Tidbury. He's an absolute legend. And Jack, he seems such an intelligent dog. He's been absolutely amazing. We put him on his first blood trail the other day on a darker that we shot in the lands. The darker really been damaging the sweet potatoes as well as the butternuts. So we've been making an effort to try to take some of them out and put Jack on the blood spoor, and he absolutely went straight for it. Very intelligent, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he grows and how he matures, and yeah, he'll be a great blood dog one day. Lots of adventures to come. Quite a smooth draw for a 70-pound bow. It took me a long time to get used to it, but now I'm loving it. Again, a little bit left, but touching for the most part. Let's go have a look. So overall, from a hunting perspective, I've really enjoyed this bow. I think, as I said, I've got a few weeks left with it, and we're hoping to get the 2025 flagship bow out here, get a couple of hunts done. We've got some incredibly exciting hunts planned all around the Eastern Cape with that bow. So I do recommend that you guys subscribe and stay tuned, because yeah, as I said, there's going to be some very exciting content and hunts coming out in the next month and a bit, so you guys have got lots to look forward to. But yeah, you guys, that's just a quick run through. It's a different type of video, but you know, I thought the end of this bow's, you know, run in its first year, and yeah, got a lot of good things to say about this bow. Really enjoyed using it and hunting with it. You guys would have seen we got that blessback, we've got a bushback with this bow, and I think we really made the most of the short time that we've had with it, and I've had a great time. So thanks to everyone involved, it's been awesome, and looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. As I said, we've got so much coming up, and really hope that you guys have been enjoying the content that we've been putting out. Got a lot of great feedback from you guys, and I really appreciate it. You know, it makes a heck of a difference when we get good feedback from you guys. It just, you know, it's satisfactory in the fact that all this that I do is for your guys' enjoyment. There's no other reason that I do it. I just want you guys to experience what we experience here. So yeah, hope you have a good day, have a blessed week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.